Theme song. Welcome back to Ostriv. Ostriv? I'm not sure how to pronounce it. And welcome back to the calm content series / experiment. Not a lot of drama aside from organization in this game. But other than that, we are building the town of our dreams in Ostriv. It's November 1923. Oh, 1723. How about this intro? Hey, this is going well. And we've got some farms set up. I set up a fourth one since the last episode, just to make crop rotation kind of work a little better. I was thinking, one should be fallow each season, but right now it's kind of looking like I have to rotate between all of them being fallow at twice every rotation of 4. I might not need that. I think it might settle down in a bit, but just to get started here, I've got to do that. Now, this field here, yeah, I kind of wrecked it. Wheat is very demanding, I think, of all the all the nutrients except for blue, which, I don't know, is that nitrogen or something? I don't know. At any rate, we could do hemp here, but I don't really need hemp yet, so I figured I would just give it a fallow season coming up next. And we're doing okay for wheat right now, and I believe we don't have any wheat being made next, but since we don't have bread production up and running, I'm not, too worried about it right now. What I am worried about is the slight, off angle. I know not everything should be a grid, but this is just really annoying to me, that it's just slightly on an angle. Well, not much I can do about that. The thatchery is still running nicely. We've got 2 ladies in there. We still have the chicken coop ready, and I'm thinking it might be a good idea to staff it up. I think it gets staffed up with one of the ladies, and we've got a couple of graduates here. So we do have open vacancies: 1 man, 1 woman, looking for job 000. Okay, so we don't have anybody looking for a job yet. Let's load it up and see what happens. What we're going to need to do is a couple of things here to get to balance things. So 1, we need to get our trading post done. That's going to be a big priority. Nails are kind of like our other problem, because it is definitely slowing us down. Oh, sorry, I'm not sure if you're seeing that jitter there. Trying to work on that. So we've got another laborer, and I've set up another charcoal pile, because this seems to be the thing that's slowing us down, is having a constant charcoal supply. Because the problem is, once there's no job here, this laborer gets kicked out, and what would you do? Well, you'd go and find some other work. So that's what's happening, is they're going off and they're finding some other work. So we do have that situation brewing, but once we get that charcoal up, and maybe even this second one, that'll give us a nice supply of charcoal and keep the smithy operational for a while. Hopefully that will help us get our trading post done, but then we need to get our town hall up and running as well, and then maybe fill out a few market stalls. But again, this market stall here, maybe we need 1 more. Or we could swap out buckwheat for chicken eggs and chicken meat, and then increase the variety of food that we're offering. I think it's almost time to open immigration. We have everything else. Enough food for sale, water supply is sufficient, housing is available, obviously. Jobs are available. So we could get some more people in here, because we do need to increase our tax base. But I think also building this town hall will help increase the tax base a little bit too, in terms of us charging them more. Because, look at this. You've got monthly income of 5 Ostriv dugloons, land tax 36. And then they spend, I assume, some of this over at this market stall. So first of all, we are paying them 5 dugloons every month, charging them a quarter. And then that leaves them so much money to spend where? They spend it right here at this one market stall. So obviously we definitely need to give them more to do. That goes without saying, more to buy. But also, I think we can tax them just a little bit more. It's a nice little area, especially these folks. Look, you got a nice little riverside view here. We should be taxing you at least a little bit more. So I'm not going to go crazy for tax, but, we'll go a little bit, medium crazy. Hit the F key a couple of times here. I think we're going to have to use the F1 key again. The old trusty F1 key here will come in handy because let's make sure we got it dialed in kind of just like we like it here. And then we'll hit F1. There we are. And drag this fence out a little bit. And then unseat this one and connect it there. That feels better. Now, how's that feeling? Now, this house, I don't know. I like this house on the side kind of thing. Maybe it's here. Although, yeah, it does make sense. Like you walk up the main path. Like again, this. I just like it when it's in the corner like that. I don't think I've ever seen a design like that has the house around the corner, except for in my game this way. But in real life, you would never just like shove your house in the corner of your yard like this. Although maybe if and when one day I can have a house, I would like that. So I have extra yard, extra nice wide open yard space. Come on. So I think we'll leave this one like so. Just normal. Because I am feeling self-conscious about that. And I do like this design. There's enough yard space around. So we've got this other house here. The trading dock and the church are not important, so we'll move that up there. The cart shed is... here's what it is. Here's the problem. I think we're making enough food. We need more people moving in. We don't need, the cart shed just yet. What we need are a lot more people, like, living here. So let's get another house even. Hit the F key. Let's get another house going. Let's get them a big old yard. So we'll F1 this one. Bring that over. Snap that over here. The F1 tool is so useful. I love it. And I think that's, somewhat new. All right, this one, they're facing the back of the church. No, nobody wants to look out their house and hear the parishioners and see the, the cemetery. So what if this one is facing this way? Just so you, it's nice to have a view of the cemetery, but not from your front door. So we'll do this one here. And it feels like we're getting a bit of a pincer move going on here. So let's pull this fence line back. And this one back over this way. Now they've got a nice big yard, so they'll be doing a lot of, living there. A lot of growing their own stuff across from their neighbors. That feels good. We're going to hit enter on that one. And we've got a couple of houses. So the important thing, obviously, is to get this trading post complete. 12 nails left, so that's going well. Oh, see, it's getting really jittery when I go over here. It's a certain angle, I think, that makes it quite jittery, so I apologize for that. Okay, so he is fast at work making some more nails, so that's going well. We have 8,000 charcoal left here, and we've lost one of our laborers here. Don't know to where, though. We need to figure out where that laborer has gone. Do we have two builders? No, we don't have two builders. Somewhere there's a laborer. Somewhere we've lost a laborer, and he's joined forces over here, maybe. We could probably shrink this farm down. Oh, I see. He's gone to work the chicken coop. Okay, well, that's good to know. So let's lower the labor pool on the farm, especially now. We could even kick a bunch of people out. We could kick a bunch of people out and then make sure to staff up when it's winter time. Not winter time, the opposite. As we are now into November 1723. You don't need too many farmers in November. I could be wrong about that. I'm not a farmer. I'm sure there's work to be done, even in the winter. Okay, so let's reorganize this. Let's fire this person here so that he goes and gets a job over the charcoal. Then we can open this again and see if he joins us. Interestingly, with this job here, I've actually gotten the higher options. I'm paying 110% wage to try to attract somebody to this job. But it seems as though they hate the job. So it's very hard to keep this thing staffed when I need it. So this has become a tricky bottleneck. But with more people on the way and more children coming of age, I think the town of Solidham is going to flourish. We are so close to having our trading post done, and this is going to unleash definitely a couple of tricky issues with staffing. I'm going to have to close a lot of things to make sure the trading post is operational when I need it to be, because that can always, cause a lot of problems. If you don't have people here, they won't unload the carts, and then that's it. You spent that money for nothing. And we do not have a lot of money. Let's take a look here. Our sales are up. We finally started selling stuff, so that's good, but we're still hemorrhaging quite a lot of money. So I think getting the town hall is very important, and then also selling some stuff. We got to figure out what we can sell. I think we could probably sell potatoes and sunflowers, but I think sunflower oil is the thing you want to be selling if you're going to sell anything from sunflowers. Staff-wise, I don't have a lot of people able to run these things. How big is a sunflower oil workshop? Okay, it's not small. I'll say that much. I'll say that much for it. It's not small. What we could do is put it up in this spot here. Kind of like this, maybe? Could be kind of a nice spot for it in our industrial area. It's very big, and it'd be nice if it was just right next to the granary. But even that isn't, that's not a terribly long walk to get your sunflower oil and then make it, and then put it, I guess, back into... I suppose it would go back into the granary. Sunflower oil? Yeah. So it goes back in the granary. We might need another granary to store all the stuff here, right near this central area, which I think is going to be littered with market stalls eventually. All right, let's go. Let's get this built. We need 4 nails left. Vadim Boyko has built the town's largest structure to date with a nice tall tower, our trading post. Export stock. Click to add for export. Let's try to export some sunflower. So let's put in 500 sunflower because that's not going to kill us if we just export a bunch of sunflower. Let's export 100 potatoes. And that's how I'm going to say it, I've decided. Now, thatch-wise, we got probably a lot of thatch. Let's export 1,000 thatch. Let's put that in there. Let's export wood and wheat, maybe? What about firewood? Probably just wood, I imagine people are going to want. And we can make wood pretty easily here. So let's make sure we have that in there. And we could do wheat and charcoal. Let's not do the wheat, though. And charcoal. Again, let's not do the wheat or the charcoal. Or iron, obviously. Firewood we could do as well. I'm not sure what kind of a price that would fetch. As soon as I clicked to hire somebody, Yashnahar Kuchma jumped into it. So that makes me worried, though. I'm like, well, where was he before? Why was it so easy to hire? Oh, I think maybe because the charcoal pile was done. That makes sense. Okay, so we've got the charcoal pile done. We have, let's hire somebody. Okay, so now we have Yana Statichmachuk working the chicken coop here. So I think we are set to go. We've got our town hall under construction already. But again, money is becoming a major issue here. So we're going to have Yasnahor Kuchma. I think we need to add another job and probably open for a manager. And then we need to close down our forestry thing. Once stuff arrives, that's what we're going to do. We're going to close down our smithy and our workers and the workers at the carpenter, and maybe even the forestry place. We're just going to try to load this up with staff. Oh, we have 2 workers now, so that's okay. We're going to try to load this up with staff. In the meantime, migration not allowed. Now, where did I turn that off? Because this is going to help with us until we get until we get folks in here. Main menu, no, world map, info overlays, go to town hall. There we go. Allow migration. We need to definitely get a few more folks in here. So if we can have some folks move into here, that'll give us 1 more family, so hopefully 2 more workers. And then we'll get going on these. We'll move that up in terms of its importance. So once we get those built, then we're going to have hopefully some more workers lying around in the pool and a little bit more to our tax base. But we'll have to be careful. We have to make sure that we can still feed them and provide for them. So I don't want to just invite in, thousands of people. But I think opening this is a good idea. Now let's go to the world map. Or let's wait. Let's wait to load up some items in here for export. Hopefully we can sell some of this. And then I think we're just perfectly set up. We have 3 months of water, 5 months of food in this chicken coop. Maybe we should start the construction of another chicken coop. Just so that we're kind of ahead of speed here. Because I think we could fit it like right there. I think that would look quite nice. Like right up against this one. And then you've still got kind of a bit of a path along here. And then a path. Yeah, it's not as efficient. Like they can't get through here or whatever. But, you know, I don't hate it. Okay. Let's load up the trading post. And once that's ready, let's find some neighbors in this cold, harsh winter. All right, we have enough supplies in here, I think, I hope. We've hired quite a lot of staff, so some folks have left other jobs and come to work here. It was, yeah, no carpenter anymore, and I didn't do that. I didn't fire the carpenter. So I think this is a fairly attractive job, and I love it. Let's head to the world map and figure out what we can do. Marefa is quite far away. Balaklia is 8 days away, 16, 19, and then 4 days away by river. So it would be nice to get that river trading dock. But again, building all of that only gives us access to this one town. If I remember correctly, we send the messenger away, and then we only have like a certain amount of time to do some trades with that messenger. So that costs us 40 bucks every time. This is how you can lose the game, I think. You can run out of money that you have on hand and not be able to even open trade to get resources that you need to keep things going so you can make the money to trade some more. So it's a loop that you need to stay inside of. If you can't afford a trader, then things are going to get pretty tough inside of your town. But again, we almost have the ability to tax our folks a little bit more. I know nobody's looking forward to that, but look at this town. It's bustling compared to the little camp that it used to be. Can't wait to get rid of this tent. It's sort of, it's a bit of an eyesore, and I'm sure that Ivan Savchin is looking forward to being able to govern in a way that feels a little more, I don't know, a little more regal, I guess. Slightly more regal? It's better than a tent, let's be honest. We've got the world map opening up our trade. We've got enough stuff here. We have enough staff. If we get chickens over here, we can feed them. We can't make the other one yet. Let's move this coop up in priority here. Let's get these houses. Let's do this. Let's swap that priority so the chicken coop will be coming up soon so we can get another one going. But I guess it's not a huge rush, especially because we'll need to staff it. And then another thing I'd like to do here is get going on some a boathouse and some fishing and stuff. What are we looking for if we do that in this episode here? We would need production, boatyard, 134 nails, so it's not the cheapest thing. And then this guy's another 160. So both of these buildings are pretty expensive, but then we'll get some fish going on during the summer at least. Balaklia is now open to us. They are offering a bunch of stuff that we don't need, so that's not ideal. But we can at least sell them some potatoes. That's what we have that we can sell them. It looks like sunflower oil would sell nicely as well. Yeah, we are not ready for cows or pigs, which is a shame. Could have gotten ready. We could get some nails here. So why don't we get like 200 nails? That's going to cost me 10 bucks. So let's get 400 nails for 20 bucks. I think it's going to be worth it. So let's do that deal. And how much do we have in here for potatoes? We have 100 potatoes, and we do have another 800 here. So let's expand our thing to 250. So the workers will hopefully go and get another 150 potatoes, and then I feel comfortable selling all 150 of those here. And how much are we going to get for that? $12. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, wait, 250. That's what we have. Okay. So, hey, at least we're making enough money to cover the nails that we bought. So that deal is revenue neutral, except for the 40 bucks that it cost me to get it done. So, I don't know. Again, was it worth it? I don't know. But we do need to find chickens. So the next one is $95 or $80, but this one is 16 days away. Well, let's save the $15 because, as we know, that's almost 300 nails. So let's do that and spend a little bit more time getting down to Dekachi, and hopefully there's some chickens down there to be sold. Because once we get chickens in our coop, that's going to make life a little easier. It looks like we've got a family that's moved in here, so I just saw them leave the house. Let's welcome the Dovpoyat or Dovopyat family. Yevgenia and Mikola and Maria, little Maria. They've brought with them some dried fish and some sunflower oil. I love it. I'm happy that they brought that food with them, but things are not going to go great in the summer when they realize this place doesn't have any more fish and oil for them. However, that has given us more workers to have around. So I could probably boost my worker pool here and even here maybe, but I don't think we need to do that. I think we need to make sure... Yeah, we have everything staffed except for the carpenter. So once we're done trading and we can't really afford to trade anymore, this will be fine. We can maybe fire some folks out of here. It's February of 1724. The town hall is just about finished, thank goodness, because money. But more importantly, the world map has told me that we have arrived at Derkachi. So, what can we get from Derkachi? Oh boy. All right, well, that was a waste of money. But they do want chicken eggs. Okay, great. That's fine. We can sell those eventually. Now, what amount of wheat do we have? Do we want to sell at least some wheat and make a little bit of money? We could move. Let's do like 300 wheat. The only problem is we're not making any more wheat. So let's do 300 wheat. This is going to be a little dangerous, but any amount of money that we can get, I think, is important at this point. So let's sell 300 wheat and see how much that gets me. So $30 is it's nothing to laugh at. That's going to help us get some of our money back. There's not much else we could sell. We could try selling some charcoal. How much charcoal do I actually have? I have 11,000 charcoal. Maybe we should actually sell some charcoal. Let's sell 4,000. Let's put 4,000 charcoal in here and see what happens if we sell all that charcoal. We could sell 4,000. Now, actually, I'm realizing that charcoal is kind of where it's at. I don't think we're going to be able to load that much charcoal in time before we lose the deal. So let's do 2,000 here for 160 doubloons. Balaklia, don't you guys want charcoal? No, you sell it. All right, well, maybe what we could do is a couple of different charcoal orders. So why don't we do this charcoal? Once this is like halfway here, that messenger, we can sell another round of charcoal, another 2,000. And I think that's actually going to put us in some good money. So this is way more important than I thought. Let's open up another job here and maybe even, I don't know, close another job somewhere else. Let's close down the... Oh, we're not hiring at the carpenter's shop anymore. That's fine. It looks like our tent has moved out and we now have our mayor being the mayor. So let's take a look at our economy here. Basic monthly wage is 2.5. The manager's wage is 3.75. Okay. And the laborer's wage is 2.5 as well. Market price 100. Purchase from citizens price 90. Village house rent. Land tax. Let's boost our land tax to 20. Let's go to 50 on the village house rent. And let's keep an eye on that. I don't want to like run anybody out of house and home. And I certainly don't want anybody complaining that the taxes are too high. So land tax 0.72 now. So wait, it doesn't tell me what the amount of... So that's the land tax, but it doesn't tell me how much the rent is. I wonder if that's because the village house... Oh yeah, I see what's going on. Village house rent is for those homes that don't have these fences around them. The land tax is if we've given them quite a lot of land. I understand. So let's boost that to 30, because I think we can all afford that. Come on. Now that's definitely a bit pricey, though. You can definitely feel that now. That's 1/4 of your monthly income. So that is a little pricey. It's not like where I live. It's not Vancouver pricey, but it's getting there. They're going to feel that in their pocketbooks, and I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. But having doubled my income, we'll have to see maybe in the next year how that does for us, as far as hopefully making at least a tiny amount of money. Not yet a profit, but we're on the way. All right, the trading is about... Oh, we've got 2 charcoal exporters going. So I might even get them to here before I order the next round of charcoal purchasing. But again, this money could end up saving us, so I think it's necessary. A trader pulls into town carrying... I'm not sure yet what this one will be. It looks like maybe this is our... oh, this is probably our exporter. So he's here to get all that charcoal, and hopefully we have the workers. I've got one hiring, but it doesn't seem to be... taking. We could close down some more jobs, like maybe the smithy. We could close that down temporarily. So let's close that down and see if this one fills. Okay, we've exported 300 wheat. I think I'm worrying too much. I feel like we should be able to load these carts up fairly quickly because we just loaded 300 in one go. And I believe, hopefully, that is the full amount of wheat that we wanted to export. And it's definitely helping, I hope, keep up some of the money here. Housing rent is certainly up. We'll see. We'll see if this works. Now, he's getting loaded with something. Is everybody... Some people are going to work? Okay. We'll see here. Let's speed up time a little bit and see what he's getting. It looks like he's the charcoal guy. So 300 at a time these people can carry. So we have 2,000 in here. He's going to take probably 1,000. And then we have the next guy coming in. I think we're going to be able to deal with this flow of goods leaving our town. And then we can shut down. So did he get everything he wanted? 1,000. Perfect. Okay. So this is going well. I was overly worried about not having enough staff here to run that. Marefa is now open to us. Cross your fingers, folks, for some chickens. Live chickens. There we go. Oh, thank goodness. Now it's going to cost me 240 doubloons to get all these chickens. Let's get 10 chickens here for 120 doubloons and start off small. Let's see if we can, because I'm concerned that they aren't going to survive or something. I just want to make sure we can actually keep these chickens alive. Do we have somebody staffing our chicken coop? We do. 7 months of both food and water. That's gotta be a good sign. Now I think we should move on to the more fun stuff. Let's get this looking quite pretty. So again, we're gonna have our church here, but I think that we deserve to have like a nice little fenced in area here, like some sort of a... Can we just do it like there to there? Is that the nice fence? Yeah, I like that fence. So I just want the mayor's, the town hall to have like a little bit of a space to it. Maybe even a gazebo in here or something. So what does that look like? If we go here to here. All right, decoration. Get that fence out again. Up to here. Kind of want to keep it straight across. Oops. Oops. Oh no. Demolish that. Thank you. Decoration. Fence. Here. Oh, too close. That's fair. There we are. Out to about there-ish. Pull it back to there. Okay, I think we got it this time. That feels better. There. All right, so this is going to be, yeah, that's the mayor's open space here. It's a bit wonky. Let's be honest. It's a bit wonky. Okay, we can do this again. We can do this better. I don't know. Again, is it calm content? Yes, it's about as calm as I can get it, though. I don't know if I'm known for that. Okay, so we'll come out here like so. Woo. Okay. Yeah. Again, it's on an angle away from the church. That's fine, but it looks kind of nice and square like that. So I think that's going to be nice for our front area here. And decoration-wise, what else should be in here? Maybe a gazebo? Would there be a gazebo in front of the city hall? I think so. It's kind of like the main park, right? So we'll put a gazebo in here, like so. A messenger from Derkachi is visiting right now. Wait, hang on. Oh, oh, interesting. Wait, Derkachi, did you... Trying to figure out what's going on. So, oh, we lost our Marefa visitor. Okay. Okay, but we did get the chickens. All of them... Oh, that's jittery. That's bad. We did get the chickens. They're all right here, so I guess that worked. 2 years worth of food and stuff, so that's good. Hatchling limit set to 20. Livestock limit set to 30. I think that's going to produce a fair amount of chicken eggs and hopefully keep the population going to the point that we start to produce extra. Let's even go to 25, and then we'll get chicken meat earlier. And let's just see if that's a good level for our chicken coop right now. Okay, so we did lose... We've lost that messenger, and it feels like maybe this one is... So sometimes they must open messaging with us, for free or something. So we've got another 4,000 charcoal. I mean, why don't we just go ahead and sell some more of that charcoal since we're here? Heck, let's sell 4,000 charcoal. Let's get 320 doubloons from them. That's very much going to help cover our losses, maybe for the whole year. So I think this charcoal idea that we have going is pretty good. Oh, this is going to take money. I mean, resources. 114 nails for that gazebo. Wow. Okay. Well, that's fine. So let's get some benches in here. Oh, what about a little archway? That could be fun. A little too big. Maybe a small arch would fit right there. Small arch. Almost. Okay, well, let's do this. We'll turn it over just a little bit here. Yeah, right. We'll place it right here. Then we're going to delete this fence and decoration. We'll just snap it. I love it. Yeah, that's great. There we go. So now the mayor's office, the town hall with more counselors. Although I don't know what the counselor does, so feel free to tell me in the comments below down what the counselor does. But I feel like that should be. We'll worry about that later, is I guess what I'm saying. So let's get some nice bushes here and here. There we are. And maybe we need like a spruce tree. It's nice, but again, this is what I said last time. Nobody's going to sit underneath that thing. Oh, what about some cottonwood trees? Because that looks a little more like, I don't know what the term is. Judicial or something? That looks just a little bit more like important. Welcome to the mayor's something or other. So let's get a cottonwood tree here. You know, I think unlike us, where we kind of are like, all right, who cares about the leadership, the government anymore? Because I think in this world, in this day and age, they trust their government a bit more, and they're happy with them. Especially because it's like, will we make it through the harsh winter? That's kind of what we're talking about right now. So it's like, if we have a mayor's office, it just makes us feel like hopefully we're doing something right, and it's just nice to see some organization. When there's harsh winters and stuff to contend with, it's nice to know that somebody's got your back. Let's put a little birdhouse in here. Let's put a little birdhouse like right here. That's cute. All right, so this area will get kind of nice looking, and hopefully some of the grass will regrow. He's kept to sit on the bench. I love it. Maybe there's an ash tree right here as well. Or a bigger tree. What do we have? Birch? Oh, that birch tree is quite nice. The cottonwood ones are quite tall. Yeah, so let's go with a birch tree like right here in the center of our yard here. And then maybe can we get a bush around it? That's a little close. Yeah, we'll just leave it like that. So a couple of bushes and then a nice tree there. All right, folks, we have our central area done. We're going to have our church complete, which will be slightly off the main square. This area is looking kind of wide open and stuff. But again, I mean, I kind of like it. I like what we're dealing with so far. Our market stall is about to have a lot more going on. Hopefully buckwheat. I believe it's sowing season. They've already sown it, right? Because again, there's only the one field. Everything else is fallow this year, which is tough. So we're making potatoes, which will be good because we need that to feed people. And wheat, again, not making wheat is not a problem, but I just want to get things into lockstep so that we're always producing something with these fields. Because right now, wheat isn't a huge problem. We've got a couple of years here of wheat and a little bit of wheat left in storage. Yeah, this feels okay. It's June 1724, and things have settled into a nice stasis. Obviously, it's moving very slow. It's one of those early phases with colony sims where you just don't have quite enough to go around. It's like in Space Haven where you have quite a lot of work to get done, not a lot of food going around. Things seem kind of slow and grindy at the moment, but oh boy, do I love looking at it. I love the trees coming in here as well, so I want to plant some more of those around and just make sure this area is always just kind of lush and happy. Water seems to be a bit of a concern, so I've got another well going in here. We've got this well here, which does seem to be getting emptied fairly regularly. And then, of course, there's these platforms. Hello, go get water from there. But also, as I can see, food variety is becoming an issue as well. And so that's going to upset some folks because obviously I only have potatoes. And I have, hopefully, some steady supply eventually of hatchlings and chickens and stuff. So this has to get established, this population here. Then we can get another coop going as well. This home is coming in nicely. I think this area here we could decorate out into like a nice little park area and maybe have another well right here. So then that well won't be so stressed all the time. What could this area be? Maybe it's just got a light. What kind of fence is this? Well, let's not get too crazy with the fences. So let's keep, like, what if this line was to follow out here and, like, come along here like so to kind of give us that main thoroughfare like this. There we are. So there's, like, just a little natural separation. And then what I'd love to do here is put in, like, I don't know what a bell post is, so I'm going to put one in right there. And then I'm going to put in, let's say, another gazebo over here in the corner. Just make it look kind of nice and happy. So we'll put that gazebo in, like, right here. And let's get them a well right here. Well, let's turn it around just for fun. Let's have it on that side here, like a well like that. And then let's have some benches along here. Hit the F key because that seems kind of nicely organized. Now, is this... No, okay, hang on. I don't know why, but that just looks so close to the entrance there. Let's get that really stuffed in here. It's going to be kind of near the... Yeah, near that, isn't it? Well, hey, what are you going to do? You need a well. You need that stuff. So, yes, is it in the public park? Yeah, but in their day and age, that's what they wanted, I think. I've decided to say. And then we'll kind of turn these around here. And let's do the usual thing we did where we put like a tree in between each one or something. So let's make sure there's enough room for that here. Well, there kind of isn't. So we'll move this one to this side here like this. And rotate that guy a little bit like that. There we go. So there, is it perfectly symmetrical? No, but again, this is... okay, let's move this one over then. They don't quite line up. They look a little loosey-goosey, but again, I kind of feel like that just looks a bit more lived in, and I like seeing that. So there we go. Let's get that going there. There's an ash tree right there and there. See, now that's pretty cute. Come on, let's be honest with ourselves. Let's get this thing covered in ash trees around the gazebo. That's quite nice. And then maybe another one right here. And once that builds in a bit, we can add to that design. And then this area, of course, is going to be our market stall area. But I don't think we need any more market stalls just yet. I also don't know if we have the staff for them. I guess we could put one of these people on it. So I've kept a couple of workers with their jobs here just to make sure. Actually, let's get rid of one of them so that we get our carpenter back up and running because these things are going to need to be repaired shortly. This will get built. I've actually moved this up in priority just to help out with things a little bit around, just to help out around the house, So this is feeling good. I think what we could also do is put our schoolhouse like across from it here, and the same kind of vibe. We'll leave that low priority though. The same kind of vibe, like this schoolhouse could have a little yard right here, looking out towards the water. I think that's going to be really nice. And then we've got this path here. We'll put some benches and some things, some various decorations up there. Not enough food variety. I do think it's time that we at least plop down our ocean stuff, our water-based creation here. So let's get the boatyard in. Where do we want this boatyard? I mean, we could also put it here, next to the trading dock. And then we could just have all the fishing along here, because I believe the boatyard makes the boat, but then it goes over. Like, it's not... You don't need the boatyard near that. So why don't we preemptively put the boatyard... wait, let's think about our bridge situation. If this goes right here, we could want a bridge right there across. So let's put our boatyard... Let's just, like, think about this for a second here. So we'll put our... Oh, okay, I see. There, so we're going to put that there. All right, so we'll put our boatyard right next to the bridge, like so. So that gets our trading dock. I mean, this is a lot. This is a lot of building that we've just done here. The boatyard, I think, is more important. Let's get our church down here, because we don't even have stone yet, so that's going to be for a while from now. My concern with this wooden bridge is that it traps a lot of the trading abilities on this side. So what we need to do is figure out our one trading partner here that's water-based seems to be north of us. Do I have a compass? I assume this is north, which means that the trading dock actually might be trapped on this side of the bridge. So we could maybe want to put the trading dock over here and get access up that river, if that's how it works. I'm not 100% sure if that's exactly how it works. But we'll find out, I guess. The worst case scenario, we're going to have to disassemble it, because I do like where it is. All right, so that's the boatyard. Let's go into production here and get at least one fishing dock, maybe a few of them, just so we kind of know what our plan is with them. So there's the chicken coop there. So let's go here until it goes on a bit of an angle. Or actually, that kind of looks nice, doesn't it? Like, have a little bit of space here to get around. But there is our fishing dock. So wherever our boathouse is, let's get our boatyard moved up in priority, because I think that's more important than these gazebos. And let's move this well right up in priority to make sure that gets built pretty soon. How's construction going on our new home? He's begun the building process. All the resources are collected. I love how many nails that we bought. Yeah, that's definitely given us a head start and keeping things going. I might even actually add more builders and, I don't know. Should we get rid of the worker and just leave a manager? Or do we get rid of the manager? Interesting. I'm wondering, yeah, what's more important to keep around? The worker would keep this stocked, but this seems well stocked. The manager is probably necessary. Yeah, let's get rid of the worker. The manager, I think, is necessary so that we have the ability to receive orders and stuff, because it looked like every so often these guys will pay for a messenger. So let's keep that in mind as we move forward in beautiful, beautiful Solidham. July 1724, Ivan Savchin orders a nice hefty supply of nails. Over 800 nails arrives into town, which is very much going to help us get some of these construction projects done, of which I have fear we've ordered too many. It's August now, and another family could move in if they wanted. Everything's in the green, so I think we will definitely have another family moving in, which does create a little concern. Obviously, I can't wait to see more folks moving and living here, but do I have enough food? So I only have 295 wheat left and 3 potatoes. That's not ideal. Now, she has... Olivia has 100 potatoes here, so that's not bad. So that will see us through for a while. However, I'm wondering about their winter supplies. Everyone seems to be doing okay with their personal yards, which I like. I like seeing all the gardening going on. Oh, how did this little area turn out? Oh, I love this, especially looking at it through the trees here. You can kind of see them looking at each other, and they've got their nice big gardens. Hopefully this is enough food that everyone's going to be okay this winter, because unfortunately I've gone fairly fallow this year. How was the haul? We got another 356 potatoes. I think we're going to be okay. I do think that we're going to be able to make it. Unfortunately, just to get back into the flow of things, so now this can be wheat again, this one's going to be fallow for another season. I believe in the next one, so that makes sense. Yeah, so this is going to be fallow for one more. This will be fallow. Did I do this right? And then we're going to get potatoes out of here, and we're going to get buckwheat out of here. This one is maybe off. Let's take a look at my order here. So every year we have at least 2 fields going. And I feel like that means we could add a bunch more fields. So why don't we? Because... at this rate, I know that they can work harder than planting 2 fields. So, in fact, I'm going to get another field done right here. And I'm going to activate yet another field right down here, maybe. Maybe we'll connect it off this too and make it a narrow one. We still do want access to the water. So I feel like, at least for now, too short, eh? So at least for now, maybe we should leave a path here anyway, so that the ladies from the thatchery can get down. And if we think about it, we could actually put a field here, couldn't we? Along this path here, because that leaves some, like, places occupied. Oh, there's a door right there. Okay, fine. So move it back a little bit. Although we could have shifted our entrance, but anyway. Yeah, well, let's shift the entrance. There we go. So this is going to help us get another field in here and leave some of that water space open for more fishing to be done. So that's not going to work there. We'd have to move that over a little bit. Okay, what's the problem here? It's the well. Okay. So unfortunately, the well is in the way. So let's back out again. Let's do this field here. I mean, yeah, I know it's occupied. Okay, let's do this field here to there. So it has to be quite a wide entrance, actually, to get in here. All right. That's fine. So we're going to move it even further over, like so. Then down to here. Rotate the entrance. And bring that entrance right up there. There, how's that feel for a field? Okay, so now with this many fields, we should be able to get a decent rotation going on. So let's activate this field and take a look at what our options are here. So if we add in a couple of rotations, now we should be able to get 3 fields going at a time. So this should be doing wheat next season. We can leave this one fallow, and then this one can go fallow, and then we should be doing. How many times do I have potatoes? I have a lot of potatoes coming in. So I think if we do this and that with wheat, this one could switch back over to sunflowers. So we make sure we're getting a decent amount of sunflower production throughout the year. And the only other one is buckwheat, which I don't know how important that is. Hemp would become important eventually, so we'll do that for buckwheat. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, and 3 fields active at a time. The intrepid building team is hard at work putting the finishing touches on the town hall gazebo. I'm going to hire another person here, or at least open another spot to see if we could even maybe kick this worker out of the trading post. I really like how this is looking now. This is looking very nice. Also, so is our pocketbooks, sort of. $70. We've made 70 doubloons, but that's way better than losing a lot, and so that gives us, even if we lost a little bit, we now have a much nicer cushion to survive a few years of needing to help out. So our first gazebo is done here, looking very nice in our sort of city hall area. This area here, it's quite broad. It does pizza out a little bit, but that's okay, you know. We can put some benches and some other features in and along here, and don't worry, we will. Now I believe, and yes, this stuff is not necessary, but I moved it up because I just kind of want it to get done. I want it to look nice in here, and I'm excited to see that. So we're going to get these built next, and don't worry, of course, we're getting the cart shed up and running. Meanwhile, the chicken coop I don't think is actually that much of a priority. It'll be nice to get more eggs and more supply. However, this population hasn't balanced out yet. So we have 12 hatchlings, which is going to bring our limit up to 22 here. So that's still not even our amount where we'll start generating meat. And I don't want these poor chickens to like get old and die, I suppose. I assume they have a life cycle. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that and make sure this population stays stable and that we can feed them. So you know what to do, farmers. Do your farming, I guess, after the winter. The last gazebo is up now. Not the last one. I mean, I'm sure I'll build more, but certainly things are looking very nice here in this town square. Eventually, things are going to fill in even more once we get a nice little market area here. I could even fence that off and create a little more separation, just so that the desire lines get a little more, I don't know, let's just say desirous. Right now they're okay, but it could be better. Things could be a little more shapely. And I think it'll also, I mean, we'll let those settle for a bit, and then we'll kind of be like, okay, well, let's put some more trees here. Let's put some benches along here, but so far that's looking good. And what's even looking better is we have the Yatsenkos moving in. Semriad, who is a great carpenter, and Yaroslava, who is unemployed. So we're going to have to keep an eye on these. They have very low wealth, and their monthly income is actually quite expensive. Oh, that's their monthly income. Their land tax is fine, actually. I take it back. I take it back that I was worried about them. However, we should find a job for Yaroslava, and I'm sure we will soon. Well, the results will have to wait for the next episode, but things are going so well in Solid Ham that they have decided to build their first boatyard. So I hope you like third episodes, and I hope you like sailing, because that's what we have to look forward to. Hope you found this to be some truly solid content, and calm content, I hope. Some of you are liking that. Keep the comments coming, and the likes and the subscribes. And we will see you all in the next episode of Ostriv.